How many times did you get Hoof out this morning?
He's going to claim none, but I reckon I got him out once. Nah, it was actually good fun to watch how he went about it. Put fielders one place and he generally hits it the other direction, so no, it was a bit of fun. It was good.
So how good is it going to feel to be out there again in the middle?
Yeah, I'm excited. I haven't played since a week after the Champions Trophy. I played a Australia A game, so excited to get the creams back on and go out there and have a bat and a keep. No, I'm really excited and looking forward to it.
Anybody else?
Good presser.
I was just going to ask you more local one from the local paper around here. Obviously, Matt Pryor's from around here. Can I ask you, as a fellow wicketkeeper, an appreciation of Matt Pryor?
Yeah, he's a terrific player. Someone that averages 40 in Test cricket. He's a very, very good player. So I was lucky enough to play with Matt in Victoria, and I'm not sure what year it was. He played 2020s, so he played a couple of games there. So I've had a little bit to do with him. But no, he's a terrific player.
Yeah. So,
Matt, is this a good opportunity for you to push your claim as a batsman in the upcoming Ashes Test in Manchester?
Yeah, potentially. I think so. I think anyone that puts their hand up in this game is a chance to play next Test. You saw yesterday Davey Warner got 190 and he's probably put his hand up for a spot as well. So I think if any player or batsman scores big hundreds, I reckon they're half a chance for the next Test. Yeah.
okay.
How hard is it for you to balance that? The fact you've got a chance to get in as a batsman and yet you're the wicketkeeper too. How do you go about preparing?
The same as I always do, really, to be honest. I'm here as a backup keeper, that's for sure. If something happens to Brad, then I'm going to play. So it's two sides of the game. That's how it's. You got to look at it. You go when you're keeping, 100% focus on your keeping, and the same. It's probably a mindset. When you're batting, is to knuckle down a little bit more than if you're batting 7. You tend to have a little bit more of a swing with the tail. So try and knuckle down and really nut out a big one.
Matt, has Dave's 100 sort of raised stakes for you guys in this game now to sort of step up at kind of?
Yeah, 100%. We all think big hundreds, but it's nice to see Davey go out and do what he did. He's been under a little bit of pressure and a few things have gone wrong for him over the last couple of months. So as a team, as the Australian cricket team, we're stoked to see Davey do what he did. And definitely set the bar high for the guys in the next couple of days to try and get a double. Maybe I think he fell a couple of runs short, so we'll try and beat him.
When you're in India, obviously you're batting at 6. Looking back now, do you think it might have been better if you'd just been concentrating more on your keeping, or were you quite happy with that position?
No, I was happy with that position. I batted 6 at the SCG and managed to get 100, and then it was just the way that it went when I went to India. It was hard work in India keeping for sure, so I was 100% concentrating on my keeping when I was out there keeping, and the same when I'm batting. I don't think it made a difference whether I'd batted 6, 7 or 8, to be honest.
I know you work on both your keeping and your batting all the time, but has there been any difference on this tour, knowing that you're the second keeper? Have you done more work on your batting than you ordinarily would?
No, probably not. Probably the other way around. I probably had the opportunity since I got dropped from the Test team to really focus on my keeping. To be honest, I did 6 weeks of hard work in Brisbane to try and get my keeping better and better, and then the same thing once I've got here to work with Hads and trying to continue to improve. So when I get an opportunity with the gloves again, that I can nail it down.
Were you specifically given advice on is it sort of you keeping the slow bowlers, fast bowlers, or?
Not really. I think it was just a combination of both things, just to tidy the whole thing up. I think I got to a stage where I've been playing for 3 or 4 years straight. You don't get the time off to really sit down and go through the nitty gritty of little things that you're doing. So to have that opportunity in this off season to have a few weeks off and just really nail technique kind of things, it was good for me.
How much time do you spend chatting to Rod about keeping?
Yeah, a lot. We're pretty lucky to have Rod, and obviously we've got Stump around, Hads, so 3 really experienced guys who have kept a lot in Test cricket. To have them around is good. It's good to bounce ideas off, and generally you don't have those kind of people around as a keeper, so it's good to have them around.
Has Rod sort of given you any sort of suggestion that keeping's changed? I mean, obviously now there's a greater emphasis on you guys being in the side almost as batsmen in your own rights, but apart from that, is he?
Yeah, no, obviously Rod talks about keeping. I mean, keeping hasn't changed that much. It's always stayed the same. You've got to catch the ball when it comes to you. So I think he's he's been pretty simple with those things. But yeah, for sure, in the last 20 years, 15 years, the bat, you certainly have to average more with the bat as a keeper. But that's the thing I was talking about. There's two sides of the game. It's almost like an all-rounder now. A bowling or batting all-rounder, you've got to have both sides of your game in order.
You must look back on Bert Oldfield average 22, Don Talon 17, Wally Grau 15, and go, how easy was that?
Yeah, I'm not sure about that. Obviously, the game's changed so much as well as runs in general. They weren't using the best of bats at that stage and all that kind of stuff. So I think runs per innings have obviously increased, and with batters, our averages and aggregates have obviously increased as well.